Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kody Brown, star of Sister Wives, is in the news again, but not for his wives this time. He is putting a lot of effort into growing his firm, so he might be gunning for something new. You guessed it correctly. Nobody on Sister Wives has brought up Kody's business, so we're talking about it. At the Arizona exhibition, Kody was once more shown selling gun components, and onlookers also noted some startling features about his photos. Is this accurate? What is the point of this? What caught the attention of the audience? This time, the tea is pretty hot, so read on to find out more about this controversy. Sister Wives, Kody's unruly hairstyle in Arizona. Ever since Kody Brown's most recent sighting at the Arizona gun show surfaced online, Sister Wives watchers have been expressing concern. His bright, bouncy, and perplexing hair was the main attraction, yet they also noted other things. It seems that people are asking what happened to his hair care regimen and can't stop laughing. Kody's hair looked extremely frizzy and dry. In the photos, his scalp was visible and his curls seemed to be out of control. It was also clear that the celebrity hasn't dyed his hair in a long time because it has lost volume. As a result, viewers made fun of Kody for failing to care for his fifth wife. Sister Wives. Kody is still involved in the gun trade. Due to the constant commotion caused by Kody Brown and his 4 wives, Sister Wives hasn't actually provided much insight into his gun business. His secret gun business, however, is well known to the audience. This is due to the fact that the celebrity has been seen selling and displaying firearms at numerous gun shows. Kody was recently spotted by a fan at the gun show in Phoenix, Arizona. The OP disclosed that he was genuinely selling some gun parts and wasn't just perusing. Kody was shown in the photos standing close to a table that had every component of a rifle on it. He seemed to be quite occupied. The thread also disclosed that Kody has joined forces with his brothers to run the company. This followed confirmation from multiple sources that Kody had even paired with his closest pals, Brian and Nathan. He views his firearms business as a passive revenue stream. According to several insiders, Kody is a regular vendor of ghost guns and is involved in the industry. He may still have $800,000 in net worth because of this. He's making good money from his reality TV program, gun business, and cameos. Up until 2004, Kody reportedly owned Das Hundhaus firearms and accessories, according to a Reddit discussion. Additionally, he is identified as a member of U.S. Tactical, LLC. This may therefore be the cause of his ease in selling firearm components without even breaching the law. What are your thoughts? Please share your thoughts in the comments area. In a shocking twist that left fans reeling and critics seething, Kody Brown, the polarizing patriarch of TLC's Sister Wives, was reportedly spotted at an Arizona gun show, not just browsing or shaking hands, but actively running a booth and selling what appeared to be firearm accessories, parts, and tactical gear, triggering a massive backlash and reigniting the debate over the infamous polygamist's true lifestyle and financial priorities. Eyewitnesses claimed the TLC star was nearly unrecognizable at first, having shaved his signature lion's mane into a shorter, more militia-friendly cut and donning a baseball cap pulled low over his eyes. But make no mistake, it was Kody Brown. Several fans who attended the 3-day regional firearms expo at the Pinal County Fairgrounds uploaded blurry yet unmistakable images of Kody standing behind a folding table covered in merchandise, scopes, rails, modified stocks, tactical grips, ammo cans, and what appeared to be upper receivers. Some claimed to have seen him giving demonstrations, while others overheard him bragging about custom builds and surplus deals straight from Vegas. One attendee shared a short video where Kody could be heard saying, "I don't need TLC to survive. I know how to hustle. I've always known how to hustle." The footage, though grainy, spread like wildfire across Reddit, TikTok, and fan forums. Sister Wives subreddits exploded overnight, with hundreds of comments asking the same question. What is Kody doing selling gun parts in a state already under scrutiny for gray market arms deals? What began as fan confusion soon spiraled into a frenzy of moral outrage, legal speculation, and social media firestorms. According to sources close to the show, Cody has been facing increasing financial pressure ever since his split from Christine, Janelle, and Mary. Not just emotionally, but economically. With multiple mortgages, adult children asking for support, and the collapse of his Flagstaff Dream Home project, rumors swirled that he was desperate to find new income streams after TLC reportedly slashed his per-episode payments due to declining viewership and controversial on-screen behavior. Some fans theorized that his pivot to gun shows was not new, but rather a quiet side gig he'd kept hidden for years, especially from Robyn, who is believed to be uncomfortable with firearms and has expressed concern about their children being around them. She hates it, an insider claimed. She always told him to keep that part of his world away from their kids. Yet according to reports, Cody has been seen not just at one show, but at several, spanning counties and months, often under the radar, using what appears to be a registered LLC under a pseudonym to buy vendor space. His inventory, while not including complete firearms, skirted the line legally, offering parts that, when combined, could form the guts of a full-functioning semi-automatic rifle. Experts online quickly chimed in, debating whether Cody's involvement constituted legal enterprise or violated ATF regulations. Meanwhile, the Brown children, some of whom are gun-friendly and others openly against firearms, remained largely silent, though Gwendolyn Brown allegedly liked a tweet criticizing Cody for sliding into gun culture now that he's lost his family and his TV fame. Janelle, too, raised eyebrows when she posted a cryptic Instagram story shortly after the news broke, a quote that read, "Some people will sell anything to feel powerful again." Christine, now remarried and living her best life far from Cody's orbit, reportedly rolled her eyes when asked about it during a podcast taping. "I'm not shocked. Cody always wanted to feel like the king of something. If he can't be king of a plural marriage anymore, he'll settle for being king of the swap meet." TLC has remained silent on the matter, declining to comment when pressed by reporters on whether Cody's new side gig violates any morality clause or contractual restrictions imposed by the network. But fans are already demanding answers. Some argue that the optics of a former reality star, particularly one with a history of fundamentalist religious ties and patriarchal views, profiting off gun parts in a volatile political climate, is dangerous and irresponsible. But others see it differently. A growing segment of Cody's dwindling fanbase, primarily those who view him as a persecuted father figure, rallied behind the revelation, praising him for doing honest work and providing for his family after being abandoned by wives who didn't appreciate his sacrifice. Some even called the backlash unfair, arguing that selling gun accessories is legal and common across Arizona. "He's not selling meth, he's not committing fraud," one commenter wrote on Facebook. "He's trying to survive. Let the man live." Still, the optics are undeniably messy, especially as America's conversation around gun control continues to intensify and Sister Wives remains one of the most polarizing reality shows in the cultural landscape. Cody's involvement in an industry often associated with political extremism and paramilitary vibes adds fuel to the fire for critics who have long claimed he leans into hypermasculine, survivalist fantasies whenever his domestic life begins to collapse. What's more troubling is the timeline. Reports place Cody at gun shows during key family moments he publicly claimed to have prioritized: Gabriel's birthday, a milestone for Truly, and even the funeral of a cousin's spouse, which Robyn attended alone. If true, this could deepen the existing fractures between Cody and his kids, many of whom already feel neglected, unheard, and abandoned. Payton Brown, always outspoken, went live on TikTok the night the photos leaked, calling it so on brand and sarcastically suggesting Cody rebrand himself as Cody Kalashnikov. "The man couldn't even figure out how to build a stable home," he laughed. "But now he's selling scopes and rails like he's Rambo?" Viewers laughed, but others found the commentary chilling. After all, this is the same man who once preached unity, spirituality, and fatherhood on national television, now allegedly peddling tactical gear to strangers on dusty fairgrounds. And what of Robyn? Sources say she's furious, not just about the optics, but about the deception. One family insider said she learned about the gun parts gig the same way fans did, through leaked images and Reddit threads. The fallout in their household has reportedly been severe, with Robyn questioning Cody's priorities and threatening to pull their kids off camera for future episodes. She feels humiliated, the source said. She thought they were trying to rebuild, to focus on family. Instead, he's out there playing soldier. And with the show already on shaky ground for its upcoming season, having lost the core appeal of its plural dynamic, this latest revelation could either tank the series entirely or spark a new surge of interest. TLC execs are allegedly scrambling, unsure whether to frame the controversy as a plotline or cut ties altogether. But Cody, stubborn as ever, doesn't seem fazed. One eyewitness swears he heard him mutter to a vendor, "Let 'em talk. At least now I know who's real." In a world where reality TV often blurs with performative chaos, Cody Brown may have just rewritten the rules again, this time not with multiple wives or spiritual declarations, but with a booth full of tactical gear and a smirk that says he's already 5 moves ahead. Whether he's a desperate man chasing relevance or a survivalist carving out his new kingdom post-polygamy, one thing's clear: Cody Brown isn't done making headlines. But the question now isn't just whether his fans will stand by him, it's whether his family and the network that made him famous will. But while the internet continued to reel from the leaked images of Cody Brown standing behind that Arizona gun show table, flanked by folding crates of optics, recoil pads, and what one sharp-eyed Redditor swore was a modified AR-15 upper receiver, the story behind the story began to spiral far beyond a mere side hustle. The deeper fans dug, the stranger it got. According to show insiders and eagle-eyed fans with time-stamped receipts, Cody hadn't just appeared at the expo. He had been listed under a vendor name tied to a semi-legitimate, LLC-registered outfit known as Flagstone Tactical, a company with zero online presence, a vague P.O. box in Flagstaff, and a business license issued less than a year ago. The most damning part? One of the registered agents was listed as C. Brown. Fans immediately connected the dots. Could C stand for Christine? And was Cody hiding behind an old joint business account before the divorce was finalized? Christine's team immediately denied any involvement, calling the paperwork outdated and fraudulently filed and threatening legal action. But the damage was done. Forums lit up with speculation. Was Cody using dormant family LLCs to float his new ventures? Was this another case of him financially entangling his exes without their knowledge? The whispers quickly turned to roars, especially after sleuths discovered that Cody had ordered over $15,000 in wholesale firearm components under the Flagstone Tactical name just months earlier, raising questions about how he was financing it and what he was planning. Meanwhile, legal experts started chiming in on podcasts and Twitter threads, raising red flags about the gray zone Cody might be operating in. While it's not illegal to sell certain gun parts individually at trade shows in Arizona, it becomes very murky when parts can be easily assembled into functional firearms without registration, serialization, or background checks. He's walking a razor's edge, one former ATF compliance officer said in an interview. If he's giving customers tips on how to assemble a full firearm or selling kits that can be quickly converted into untraceable rifles, that's not just a side gig. That's a felony waiting to happen. That allegation, combined with fan reports that Cody was overheard talking about home defense builds, caused even more alarm. TLC, now forced into the spotlight, released a vague and deflective statement. We are aware of recent speculation regarding one of our cast members and activities outside the scope of production. We have no comment at this time. But fans wanted answers, and some weren't willing to wait. A small protest formed outside the next advertised gun show, where Cody was rumored to appear. Armed only with signs that read "Sister Wives, not assault rifles," and "Stop enabling Cody," former fans and anti-gun activists stood alongside disillusioned viewers who once saw the Brown family as a symbol of non-traditional unity, not paramilitary entrepreneurship. "This isn't the man we thought we were watching for 17 seasons," one fan said tearfully to a local news crew. Say what you want about polygamy, but Cody used to be about family, about building something spiritual. Now it feels like he's building bunkers and preparing for a war none of us signed up for. Yet inside the venue, reports say Cody showed no remorse. "They're just mad they don't own anything," he allegedly told a fellow vendor. This country's falling apart, and I'm going to protect mine? Whether he meant his family or his arsenal remained unclear. And what of the sister wives themselves? As news reached Mary, often Cody's quietest former wife, she surprised everyone with a rare, unfiltered Instagram live. I don't know what he's doing, and frankly, I don't care. But selling weapons? That's not who I married. That's not the father I wanted for our kids. I pray he's not dragging them into this. Her comments went viral as fans praised her honesty while also expressing concern for Robyn and her children. Robyn, for her part, went completely silent online. Some speculate that she and Cody are now functionally separated, living under the same roof but emotionally estranged after weeks of escalating arguments over Cody's obsession with sovereignty, self-reliance, and taking back control. Allegedly, Cody has begun stockpiling emergency rations and converting part of their home into what sources describe as a safe room. He's gone full prepper, one anonymous tipster claimed. It started with food storage and radios. Now it's silencers and plate carriers. The fallout grew even uglier when one of Cody's adult sons, Hunter, was reportedly approached by a producer to comment on camera for season 20 and refused, allegedly saying, "I'm not touching that mess. You want to talk about who my dad used to be? Fine. But I don't know this guy. And I'm not defending him." Rumors also swirled that Gabe, still reeling from being emotionally cut off by Cody years earlier, was considering a tell-all podcast appearance to finally break his silence on growing up in the Brown household. This might be the thing that pushes all the kids to talk, a producer whispered anonymously. They've been quiet for years, but this gun thing? It's too far. It's not just drama anymore. It's dangerous. And fans agree. The initial scandal has now evolved into a full-blown PR crisis. Petition websites demanding that TLC remove Cody from the show have surpassed 75,000 signatures. Family therapists have gone on record expressing concern about the message this controversy sends to viewers, especially given how many young people grew up watching Sister Wives as a show about love, compromise, and navigating difficult spiritual paths. It's heartbreaking, one former fan posted. Cody used to talk about faith and unity. Now he's hawking rifle grips like it's a garage sale for vigilantes. What happened to him? The answer, it seems, is a slow unraveling that was years in the making. The man who once stood before cameras championing plural marriage and personal revelation has now become a symbol of midlife implosion. Whether it's a desperate attempt to reclaim relevance, a financial strategy gone rogue, or the full manifestation of long-simmering paranoia, one thing is clear: Cody Brown's days as the face of a spiritual family experiment are over. Now he's the face of something else, something darker, more volatile, and far harder to explain to a TLC audience that once tuned in for tears, weddings, and children's birthdays. As season 20 prepares to air, one question looms: will producers include any of this in the final edit? Or will Cody's descent into tactical capitalism be erased from the record, buried under talking head segments and fake smiles? Fans are watching. The press is watching. And perhaps, more than anyone else, Cody's children are watching, waiting to see if their father is really lost for good, or just another man in crisis, caught between the family he abandoned and the fantasy he's now desperately trying to weaponize.